Hey guys, I have a special story for this Valentine's Day. This is an experience of a MGTOW. This will help you in figuring out what women actually look for in a man and why women are not worth your time. Let's listen.
This isn't some sort of venting post. I am trying to prove a point. You may be asking why I actually bother to seek the real reasons why girls I have been interested in my dating life weren't interested in me, as it's obviously something most people would be unwilling to hear. As painful as it is, the analytical side of my character seeks resolution and the truth in all matters. Not all the girls below were forthcoming about it at first. After all, they're not bad people. Why would they want to hurt someone who was a friend? Without getting into detail, I used one method or another to get it out of them. For starters, here is my general profile, to give an idea. Height, 5'5". Physique, athletic, slim-toned. Narrow waistline, adequate shoulder size. Not muscular, but not skinny either. Decent build. Regular gym goer. Face, not handsome, but not ugly. Various girls have said I'm cute, and that I have nice eyebrows, and cheekbones, and nice hair. But definitely not a handsome guy. If I was at a bar, and you scan the room, I'm pretty invisible. Personality, generous, kind, lots of friends from all walks of life. Enjoy my alone time, but generally pretty social. Most people tend to like me. Fashion style, pretty stylish. In the winter, I'm somewhere between semi-formal and business casual. Not a hoodie guy. Nice shirts, and well-fitting clothes. In the summer, generally jeans, polo shirts, and plaid shirts. Career, accomplished. Ambitious, and love what I do. High earning potential. Hobbies, traveling, seeing live bands, drinks with friends, enjoy reading history and anthropology. Don't dance. Girl 1, co-worker. We met at work. She was the receptionist at the company I worked for, and I saw her every day, but never talked to her. Obviously, I thought she was cute. It was her who reached out to me, because I was eating lunch alone one day, and she asked if she could join me. We started having lunch together and there was soon a rapport between us. She was in the ending stages of a relationship with her boyfriend, and she was not on good terms with her girlfriends. We began eating lunch regularly, and even hung out outside of work. She'd ask me out to certain events. She even suggested certain haircuts for me, and commented that I looked cute. Keep in mind, I was pretty young at the time, and had next to no dating experience. So a pretty girl, who asks me to hang out, and says I'm cute. Can I be so blamed as to think she might have an interest? In any case, she broke up with her boyfriend eventually, but instead of dating me, as the movies go, she met this tall half-Asian, half-Caucasian guy, who was really good-looking, and ended up dating him instead. I eventually stopped talking to her. I never got around to asking her why she wasn't interested in me, but I think in this case, it's very obvious. The guy she was dating, mixed breed, looked like a slimmer, prettier version of Daniel Henney, and was tall. Around 6'2". Keep in mind, this girl is like 5'1". That speaks for itself. Girl 2, random meeting. I took a class, and we were in the same class. Obviously, I thought she was pretty, and tried to find excuses to talk to her. After a couple classes, I guess, we became well acquainted. And when the classes were done, I asked for her number. I later found out she already had a boyfriend, but we became sort of gym buddies. We texted each other a lot, and chatted online a lot. She definitely regarded me as a friend, and even a good friend. And there were serious indications that she was frustrated with her boyfriend, because she wanted to buy a house, and was waiting for him to shape up his career. Needless to say, I revealed how I felt about her, and despite her being very fond of me, she said she wasn't attracted to me physically, mainly because I'm short. She said her boyfriend being around 5'9" and wished even he was taller. But that I'm a great guy, and that for sure, I will find somebody. Girl 3, emergency room nurse. I had a nasty fall skiing, and went to the emergency room. The nurse was a cute girl, who ended up treating me. We were talking, and I ended up getting her number. We actually dated for over a year. I don't think there was any lack of physical attraction here, as our relationship was quite physical. She did one comment regarding my height once. She asked how much I weighed, and I told her, and she seemed surprised. I asked her why she was surprised, and she said, I shouldn't weigh so much at my height. I was quite offended by that. As mentioned in my description, I am not overweight by any means. I do weigh more than most guys my height, because I work out regularly, and I imagine a lot of the weight is due to muscle. Anyhow, she apologized when she saw I was offended, but it was the first indication at my insecurity. We broke up for reasons I don't want to get into, but I'm certain that with this girl, it wasn't due to physical issues. Girl 4, girl at the club. I went to a club for a friend's birthday, and I was sitting down. I don't like to dance. This girl sat down beside me, and we ended up talking. I ended up getting her number, and found out that we actually work quite close to each other. We had lunch together, and we ended up being friends. I invited her to this house party, and we both got drunk, and ended up making out, and having a one-night stand. After that, things became weird between us. I later told her I was interested in a possible relationship, and she said it was not mutual. But she wouldn't say why. Later on, I found out she's dating this tall dude. She's like 5'2" and this dude is around 6'4". That speaks for itself. Girl 5, friend's friend. A friend introduced me to his classmate, and we dated for 3 months. Broke up, because our dates became more and more boring. Later on, found out she's dating a tall white guy, who is at least 6'2". That speaks for itself. Now, you may be thinking, that's only 5 girls, and only 4 out of 5 of them rejected me, because of my height. I am not counting the many girls I've encountered in my life. These 5 girls I'm mentioning, because there was an initial chemistry, and were girls who ended up getting to know me quite well, and being generally fond of me, non-sexually obviously. The brutal honest truth is that, unfortunately, if you don't fulfill a girl's height requirements, there's a low chance of it working out. No matter how accomplished you are in your other qualities. Due to the fact that I was quite close with all 5 of these girls, I know they liked and respected me for my other qualities, but they couldn't get past the height thing. Only 1 out of 5 girls could accept my short stature. None of these girls were some random rejections, at a night out, at a bar, or club. These were girls I got to know over time, and they got to know me, and were generally fond of me, and appreciated my good qualities. Except, these were not enough to compensate for my short stature. What's the point of this? Short guys should consider joining the MGTOW movement. And girls, I think you should just straight up reject and not lead on guys who are short, because you're not attracted to them anyway, no matter how much of a great guy they are.
If you are wondering why women still exhibit these kind of primate behaviors, here is an explanation. Historically, women chose to mate with men with a certain characteristics. While men looked for a way to reproduce, women looked for those men who can protect and provide for her the most. Height was a very significant primate characteristics of dominance. Women still go for those instincts. You can find the link to a relevant article in the description. It is interesting how feminists still call men uncivilized, while women are the ones immune to civilization. If you like to hear more of these experiences, comment, rate and subscribe. Don't forget to bang the bell. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/storyredpill. What better way to save a brother than sharing your story? Send your stories to redpill.story@gmail.com. Contribute at patreon.com/redpillstory. Cheers. See you tomorrow.